Hey George.
Hello.
Hey man. Thank you so much for returning back the token to the new contract address that I have added. Only question is um I haven't like I'm only short of 300 tokens.
Yes. So
So
I was going to explain this. Essentially, these 300 tokens, you don't have them. Like it was because of some of the reflections and the reflection algorithm. But you can see, you can go to BSC scan, and you can download the CSV of all the token holders of the version 2 Nafty contract, and you will see that you have gotten exactly the amount that you have gotten at the time that we stopped trading. So there will be some very little shortage for some people, but we are literally exactly the same what should have been. So this is something normal.
thanks, dude.
Георгий, можно вопрос для русскоговорящего комьюнити?
uh, I, Only English, please, and I also don't speak Russian.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Hey George.
Okay, guys, do you
I'm
want
just
me?
sorry. I'm cutting you, but just I have a very a question, a fast question. I still I didn't receive my tokens yet. So if there's any way we're
We
gonna do it later.
So at the moment, the script has transferred uh, all the tokens that are above 900,000. So if you have less than 900,000, then you would not have received yet. So it's still working.
Okay.
It's gonna take, as we said, 18-20 hours. So well, a lot of people have received, but a lot of people still have to receive. It's work in progress.
Okay. Okay. That was good. Thank you.
Yes. Okay. So, Franz, are you here? If we're ready to
Yes,
start the recording. Yeah.
I just didn't click the unmute button before, but the recording has already started, and you can
Okay. Perfect.
go on.
Okay. So, guys, let me let's make an update first, and after that, I'll leave the floor open for questions because I think I might I'll be able to answer your questions beforehand. So, the first thing that I would like to let you know is that the contract was successfully deployed. We have done a lot of testing. The team hasn't slept over the weekend to make this possible. We're working with the developers, we're working with the testing team, we're working with everyone around the clock. And what we managed to do for these 3 days was amazing because a lot of usually migrations take 2-3 weeks, and we managed to make it within 2-3 days. And tomorrow we will resume trading. So uh, we have a few improvements to the old contract, which is also very good. We have the availability to exclude burn wallet from reflections, so you'll be able to receive bigger reflections. We have a new delivery function, which is quite good for Nafty Pay and for the platforms working in the ecosystem. And it essentially allows us to distribute profits from these platforms to all the holders, and it's going to be done in an automated way, so it's going to be perfect. So this is an amazing functionality that we managed to put inside the version 3 contract, and I'm very, very happy with this because it will save us a lot of time, efforts, and money, and it's a perfect functionality. The next thing is we increase the threshold of liquidity swap, which usually automatically sold 5 million Nafty and then transferred them into the BNB, which reduced the price. So this is now also removed. This is another great feature. Also, we have the buyback option, which was added if we need it in the future. At the moment, it's not activated, but it's an option that we have added, so that's pretty cool as well. And finally, we have improved the security of the contract, which is one of the biggest things. And also, I think we made the contract much better in terms of the code, and the transactions will be much cheaper in terms of gas fees. So essentially, what happened gave us an opportunity to make Nafty even better, and the team is very happy with the changes, and I'm sure that you feel the community will also feel obviously the new contract going into effect in the next 1 or 2 days. In terms of the migration, we will resume trading as soon as all token holders receive their tokens. So this is very important. We will not start trading without if everyone hasn't received their tokens. And also the people from the exchanges would also need to receive their tokens as well. This would actually take some time because it needs to be done by exchanges themselves, and they need to do an internal migration for their holders. So what we will have to do is we give them their tokens, and they are responsible for their redistribution to their holders. So if you bought from Bitmart or from Hotbit, they will redistribute the tokens, but we will not resume the trading until all the holders from the exchanges and obviously from our migration have not received all their tokens. The next things, we are already in touch with all our partners. The coin market cap is already updated. You can see the new contract on PooCoin, and we have messaged CoinGecko. We have messaged everyone who is concerned in terms of the listing of the new version 3 contract of the token. So this is work in progress. As I mentioned before, there is no sellability at the moment. So until all the people who haven't received their tokens, we will not resume the trade. We decided that for the start, we will put the 2% burn to liquidity, so we can increase the pool of Nafty, which will be important to facilitate better trading as well. The other thing is that we decided to move the launch of Naftyart because we need to make changes to the website with the new contract as well. So we're gonna move it a bit to 16/19, so we can make sure that everything is going well, trading is resumed, everyone can buy and sell, and I think this will give us even better much more time to get even more NFTs on there, more creators, and the mass marketing campaign will start on the 16th of September. About the games that we have a game for 6,900 Nafty. We're going to extend it as well to the 16th of the 9th because a lot of people wanted to participate, but obviously when the trading stopped, they couldn't manage to get into the draw. So when the trading is resumed, you can still continue and buy 6,900 Nafty for the game. And also we have another game for the trip as well. The trip will be moved in October, and the draw for the winner for the trip will be on the 16th of the 9th as well. And these are the main updates. Now I'm going to leave the floor open for questions, and let's see if you have anything you want to know.
Hi, George. Hi.
Hello.
First of all, congratulations for everything. You did everything on time, as you mentioned.
Thank you very
I
much.
have a concern. Like I have seen a difference in the tokens. Like
Yes.
what I have.
Yes.
Could you
So
please clarify that?
yes, of course. So you can go to BSC Scan and you can download the snapshot. So you can go BSC Scan, the token address of version 2 Nafty, and then you go to holders, and then you download the CSV of the token holder. So this will show you the exact amount of tokens that you had at the time of the snapshot. And then we stopped the trading, so no one can do nothing. You cannot transfer, you cannot buy, you cannot sell. So this is the amount that you had at the time of the snapshot. The amount might have changed a bit, but this was, I think, due to the liquidity drain and the reflection. So you are seeing currently more tokens than you actually had at the time of the snapshot, but the difference should be very minor. It should be very
Around
small
2 million
difference.
tokens.
200 tokens, yeah?
2 million tokens.
Uh-huh.
2 million tokens.
Yeah.
No, it's not possible to have. But you can see, please send me your address so I can double check. But it's not possible to be 2 million tokens for sure.
Sure. I'll do it.
Yes. This is not possible for sure.
Mr.
Hi,
George,
George. My difference is 17,000. Is that normal? I have
Yes,
17,000
we
less
have. Yes, we
tokens.
have differences. Yes, for my personal wallet, it has 100,000 difference as well. So yes, 70,000. It's yeah. Yeah.
I'm
So
missing my reflections from the last 3 weeks.
yeah. Sorry.
I'm missing my reflections for at least the last 3 weeks. I mean,
So
I can give you screenshots.
yeah. So what we did, you can see as well. Yeah, you can give me screenshots as well, but you can go. Anyone actually from the token holders can go to BSC scan and they can see the snapshot there. So this data we get it from there. There is, because otherwise we don't know how much tokens you would have, and this is the latest data that they provide us, and this is the, I think, the most accurate place where we can get it. So I think this is, most of the things should be right, and the difference should be very, very, very small. But yeah, we're going to examine if there are some very big differences. I will speak with the team and we'll see what we can do. But in general, the differences should be really very, very small. It should be less than, let's say, if you put it in money, it should be less than $1 maybe. I don't know.
Mr. George,
Yes.
new token will be added automatically.
It will be added where?
New Nafty
Yes.
will be added automatically.
No, you need to add it. You need to put the new contract address, but it will be airdropped automatically. Yes. So you need to go to your MetaMask or Trust wallet and add the new token address. We put it in the announcements, and then you'll be able to see your tokens. But you might still not have received, depending how many tokens you have. At the moment, we have sent to all holders having above 900,000 tokens. So if you have less, then you would not have received yet. But
Thank you very much.
If you have more, you should have received.
Thank you.
No worries.
Hey
Any
George,
more?
real
Hey.
quick. How's it going? I want to. There's a couple questions from chat over the past couple days. I'm trying to think of one. It was important, but another one that kind of keeps getting brought up is there any plans to introduce like a staking LP bonus to potential providers in the future?
Yes, this is something that we are planning to do. Of course, as soon as we have more information, we will share with you. But yes, we have a plan for it.
I think the tricky part there is how to make sure, because typically when it comes to reflection, you rely on the fact that they're holding them in their wallet. But if obviously it's in the staking pool, I don't know if the same can be done to continue getting reflections and staking as well.
So we have a dedicated person for this, and he knows better for us. So I think maybe actually about your questions, they get other benefits. Like it's not only reflections, but they have other benefits which we will include. So we are going to develop the program, and we will let you know as soon as we have more information on this. But this is something that we have planned.
Awesome, thanks.
Hey, George. Stick here.
Hello.
I've seen those, as you said, to check on the BSC scan. Actually, I have received exactly the same tokens what I got after the second migration from the V1 to V2. I mean, after the pre-sale of a second time we had a pre-sale, like for BNB we got 30 lakh tokens. So that and my old, the first time what I brought in, altogether it is the same amount what I receive now. That means I'm missing the reflections, almost all the reflections.
Okay, so we'll take a look, but I think this is part of the process. So I will double check
No, no, no
everything.
problem, no problem.
Yeah,
I have no problem with that. Just you go ahead. If it's a normal process, I'm okay with that. I
I
hope
think
everybody
it's
is getting
part
the
of the
same
normal
problem.
process. Yes, because you understand that how we get the snapshot is literally like this. We go to BSC scan, we download the file,
George,
and we see, yes, and we see how much people have.
I took the screenshot from MetaMask actually with the reflections. On the
Okay,
BSC scan, it won't show you the reflections and all that. So maybe that
okay.
might be the case, and everybody, all
Yes.
the friends are facing the same problem.
Yes. Maybe this is the case, but now we'll see how we're gonna do it. But I think this is the
My request is to try, if you can, try to compensate this in the reflections. I mean, if it's possible, it's fine. Otherwise, all are facing the same issue. I have no issue with that.
okay. We're
streak,
gonna speak with the team.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
hey, streak.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
When did you migrate to V2?
We too, when we had a this second time we had a pre-sale.
You migrated from then, and you didn't get reflections.
From then, I'm missing the reflections.
Yeah, so something went wrong from then. You should have said something, man.
No, 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 not that actually. With the time of screen snapshot, I had taken the screenshot from my MetaMask actually. So the BSC scan will show you the exact amount what you received then. Like the first time and the second time altogether, what is the total amount? You'll see that on the BSC scan, not the reflections. The
Yeah,
reflections
maybe.
added, you'll see that in your wallet, not on the BSC scan.
Maybe
That is the
maybe
issue.
maybe this could be the reason. Yeah.
Okay, no problem. I don't have any issue if
Yeah, that's
all everybody is facing the
probably
same
worth
problem,
looking
so
into.
no problem.
Hello. Yeah, we'll look into this, but I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
quite sure if this is the case actually, because I, we're gonna look into this. But if somebody has a very big difference, please make sure to DM me and we will solve it. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Okay, guys. Any more questions?
Yes, the time is so was the Naftyart launch was I imagine was postponed, right?
Yes, it's gonna be postponed for 10 days, and it's gonna be done on the 16th of September.
Perfect. Okay. Noted. Thanks.
Hey, George.
Hello.
I was, yeah. So in the future, when we could add like a wallet to wallet transfer in Nafty Pay, right? So people don't pay taxes then.
Sorry.
What do you think about that? Wallet to wallet transfer
Mhm.
in Nafty Pay, like on the website, like we're gonna be like a dashboard.
Yes, we'll do this, and probably to make it the best for the users, obviously, to use it for the ecosystem for the product. Maybe
You can
we'll have zero
make
fees.
one.
I'm not sure. We need to discuss this.
I agree. If we can have no fee for wallet to wallet transaction, that would benefit many of us. Maybe we can have tax for buy and sell only.
Yes, so we can play around with taxes, and we'll make sure that we use the best for the product, of course.
That's great. That was the second question I couldn't remember that a lot of people are asking about, the wallet to wallet tax. So I'm glad that was asked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a question. So I believe with the new contract, there was an update in relation to how the reflections are going to work, or the burn rate is going to be separated, right?
Yeah.
And then
So
there was something like, yeah, so go on.
yeah. So what we did with the new version 3 contract is we excluded the burn wallet from the reflections. And how reflections usually work is that they're a percentage of how much the owners have from the contract. So, for example, the burn wallet had 80% of everything, so it got 80% for reflections. But now we excluded it from rewards, and you receive more rewards. Pure reflections.
Perfect, thank you. Perfect, thanks.
No worries.
How will be the logo be updated for the version 3, George? Is it going to be the same logo or logo will be different?
No, it will be the same logo.
Okay.
Same logo, but I think it will take us some time to update, because this is not something that we can do. We need to contact the partners, and then they will need to update it for us. So it will take some time.
Okay, thank you. And thank you for all your hard work, George. I really appreciate all your team's effort in
Thank you very
doing
much.
this successfully.
It was very interesting last few days. Very interesting weekend.
Hi, George.
Hello.
Mr. George, I would like to ask one thing. That in my trust wallet, the quantity is 1,83,000.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Yes.
And when I am looking at the BSC scan, it shows only 1,69,000. So there is a difference of 14,000.
Yes. So what we take is from the BSC scan. So this is how we get the snapshot, because there is no other
Hello.
way to know how much people have. We only look at
Yeah.
BSC scan, because otherwise how would we know? We cannot ask all holders to send screenshots of what they have and do it like this. So this is the automated way and the right way to do it. It's the process of migrating.
I think George potentially what happened with the large liquidity sales that Reflections got thrown in after the contract was shut down. Maybe that's what we're all.
Yeah, I think
because
as
of
well.
the huge, right? Because they're giant cells.
Yeah, so what we did is, in order to drain the liquidity, we had to make a very big sales, and I think as a result, a lot of the token holders of version 2, they received reflections and it increased the reflections. This is what I'm suspecting happened.
Hey, George.
Hello.
I have sent you a DM. Just have a look on it, and if possible, resolve the issue. If not, we are
Yes, of
happy
course.
what we got out of that situation. You guys handled it extremely professionally.
Okay, so
And
I'll have a look after the email.
okay, and that I don't think so. That was a
Hello, George.
result of a huge liquidity and all that thing. We had those reflections before that, and actually the problem is the BSC scan will never show you the reflections. That is only what we purchased. So the reflections is the different thing. What we get in the wallets and all those things, we don't find that on BSC scan. So that might be the issue. No
Okay.
problem if that happen. It's not an issue, but just have a look on it.
Okay,
Okay,
so we're
Josh.
gonna
Thank
have
you.
a look.
I think I have to sign off now. Thank you. Have a
Okay.
look on the DM.
Okay,
Bye.
thank you. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Hi,
Bye.
George.
Mm-hmm. Yes, hello.
George, please, I have a request with you. Please ensure that the token which the members has purchased, the same should be credit in their account after migration.
Yes, of course. This is 100% true.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
If you have not received it yet, you are still pending. So I think, as I said before, we reached around 900,000. So if you have less than this, then you would not have received yet. So you're still in
No,
the script.
I have 1,83,000, but yet I have not received that in my new.
Okay, so we're gonna check.
Thank you.
Hey George, quick question. Sorry, I missed the start of the call. Am I right in understanding that the reflections are now in BNB and not Nafty, or is that my misunderstanding?
Pardon?
The reflections are they still in Nafty tokens, or are
Yes,
they in
they're
BNB now?
enough tokens. Yes, they're
Okay,
enough.
thank you.
I think there's some confusion there because one of the announcements, there's some wording that says increased rewards for Nafty holders. I think there's a lot of confusion with that wording there. Just FYI.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so
May I ask a question? So
Yeah,
I
of
just
course.
double checked my coins, and my new ones seem to be light by 10,000. Is that the conversion difference?
Yes, it's part of the process.
Okay, thanks, George.
No worries.
George, I think. Just want to congratulate for all.
With regards to the October trip, I think I've missed that. Is this some sort of raffle, like where you win a trip to meet the team or something?
Yeah, so we have a game. So if you participated, I think it started last month, but I don't remember exactly which date. Around the 20th, if I remember, or maybe sooner. We have a random draw from the BSC scan, and we'll take one wacky winner to a trip with the adult stars. So as you know from before, we organized one trip with 6 of very famous adult celebrities, and there we did shootings. We did shootings for the ecosystem, for Nafty TV. We did shootings for Nafty itself for promotional purposes. So we're planning to organize one more trip soon, and we'll be giving a giveaway for one place for one of the token holders.
Ah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
One
You
thing,
can.
one more thing, Mr. George.
Mhm.
Actually, I have filled the quantity of 6,900 when I am placed the order, but I received only 6,200 something. So I am eligible for the draw.
Yes, that's fine. We're gonna check the range between 6,000, 6,200 and 6,900. So you're still eligible, yeah.
Thank you so much.
So, with regards to this upcoming trip, was it a game of the last month, or is it
No,
this
it's still
latest
on.
take of the 6,900?
No, it's two different games. One of the games is for the trip, and the other game is for the 6,900. The
Okay,
6,900 with the reward there is 500,000 Nafty for one lucky winner, and the other one is for the trip itself. So it's two separate things.
Yeah, understood. Thanks.
The trip one has ended, correct?
No. We extended it.
Okay.
Is it in one of the pinned messages? Probably I completed it already, quite frankly, but like I don't remember. I'll check.
Yeah, so it's in the pinned message. Yeah.
George
So
may
the
want to check
6900
trade.
game is still applicable for the version 3 for the new one?
Yes.
How long it will be, George?
And it's until 16th of September as well.
It's until 16th of September.
Yeah, we put it in the announcement. You can see in the announcement.
Lovely.
George, you may want to check the trade. Trade is going on. I see people are buying.
Yes. We enabled the buying, so people can buy now, but they cannot sell.
Okay.
But no one can sell until all holders get their tokens back.
Hey, George, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hey, George, just want to ask you.
Sorry, George. Can I speak to you? I have a question.
Guys, 1 second, one at a time. There was someone
Yes.
asking.
Please, one at a time.
Did you hear my question? Sorry.
No, I didn't hear. Can you repeat? Can you
Arcel,
repeat?
go ahead, man. Go ahead, Arcel.
I think his connection is bad.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Can you hear me well? So I want to ask you about hard wallets. What's the progress on that? Did you partner with any ledger or whatever? I don't know. Just do you
Yes.
have?
we are still in progress of this. We will update you as soon as we have more information, but for sure we're gonna put the hardware wallet.
George, I have some info on that if you want it. Regarding, I have some info regarding a hardware wallet.
Yeah. Okay.
You guys anybody can use. I mean, basically any hardware wallet, even Ledger, to hold their Nafty tokens. All they have to do is, under the Ethereum app that comes with a Ledger, you activate contracts, being able to read the contracts, and then it'll handle all BEP20 tokens, and you can put your Nafty on a hardware wallet. I know it works absolutely for Ledger, and I'm pretty sure that would work universally for most hardware wallets.
Yeah. So thank
Well,
you.
that's awesome. Thank you. And will you get reflections with that as well? Thank you very much.
Yeah, reflection should operate the same because the tokens technically are held on the chain, right? So as long as they're still on the chain, your wallet sort of represents those tokens. So yeah, you still get reflections and everything else.
Sorry for laughing one. Can I ask a question?
There was a very conversation about this on the main chat, and I forwarded every single message that you guys sent during this discussion about hardware wallets to George, so he can make his research and everything.
Sure, thanks. Sorry, just you mentioned under Ethereum section, the Nafty is BSC, so still we have to check under the Ethereum.
Yeah, the app is the Ethereum app that enables contract reading, but the contracts are the same between Ethereum and there's Solidity, right? So as long as it has the ability to read the apps, then it can read the data and it can hold the tokens. And after what happened, I myself am even looking into more secure wallet holdings and sort of paying a lot more attention to that, as we all should in this space.
Exactly. Thank you so much.
Yeah, the world is full of scammers.
So, George, whatever buy that is happening right now for the version 3, do we still get the reflections for that, or reflections will be switched on once the trading is on?
To check. To be honest, I'm not sure. I'll check and I'll update you on this. But I think you should be able.
I have 200 transactions. I'm going to have the reflection.
Sorry, can you repeat the question because I don't think I heard you?
Sorry, the question was whatever the buy that is happening right now with the version 3 contract, do we still get the reflections for the new one, or reflections will be switched on once the trading is actually switched on? That's a question.
I think
the reflections are working now.
Yeah, so they're working, I guess.
Yes, reflections are coming in as we speak.
Yes. So you get
already possible, right? But just buying, selling later.
No, now you can only buy. So because we still have ongoing marketing, we have spent a lot of money on marketing, and obviously we have PR and we have a lot of things. And for the good of the project, people still can go into the project, but obviously selling will be enabled as soon as all the token holders get their tokens. So whoever wants to invest, he can invest at the moment. But it's good for all. It's good for all the holders that we increase the value.
Lodi, you're on mute.
Hi guys. I was going to ask, do you have a good wallet recommendation, and do the reflections still work in that wallet?
Wallet, you mean like Trust Wallet and MetaMask? An application?
So the issue that you had, obviously you're looking at better ways of securing your own wallet. I just wondered if you had a good recommendation for the community, possibly hardware or whatever.
For hardware, maybe we can make one section with recommendations and we can share with the community. This could be a good thing.
Okay, great. Thanks.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I would like to know when I can see the value of the old token fall to zero.
This will take some time because we're still draining the liquidity.
Okay, but maybe a couple of days or something.
I hope sooner.
Awesome. Thank you.
Hello. One little question. Do I only have to wait to see my token coins in the new contract, or do I have to do something?
No, you will receive automatically.
Okay, I still have to.
You still have just add the contract. Just add the new contract.
I only have to wait.
Yes, but you also have to add the new contract address.
Yeah. I done that already. Okay, thanks for the answer.
No worries.
Just one question, because I
Short
asked
question
about
regarding
the
market move.
Nafty.
Did you consider ASMR market? I think it's a really interesting topic maybe to consider.
Why not? I'll take a look at it. I'm not very familiar with it, but we'll have a
With
look.
regards,
It's using that, and it's a huge marketplace, but really, really huge. I mean, I'm doing marketing also, so I know a
Okay,
bit of it.
you can PM me and we can have a look at it.
oh, so with regards to the Nafty merch,
See,
like where
when
is
you
the
say
merchandise for guys?
AMSR,
Whoops.
With regards to Nafty merch, is there going to be merch for guys?
Like t-shirts, I think we already have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, because last time I checked, I think it was all for women, or
No, we're
maybe.
gonna have also for men as well.
Okay, cheers.
Can I have a question?
Yes, of course.
Hi. Do you hear me well?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so my question is, in the future, is there will be the place for 3D graphic artists, or is just like for real people? You know, you get it, right?
You mean Naftyart in our ecosystem? You mean?
No, I mean the adult content, but with 3D graphic artists using computer graphics, or it's just for ordinary people, like for porn stars and everything.
No, there is. I think we have it already, and it's good. So yeah, there is place for this.
Oh, so it's the place for all kind of adult content.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I heard you speaking. I'm just going to be super quick because you probably already talked about it. I've added a new contract, but I haven't seen the tokens yet. How long is it going to take to get
It can
airdropped?
take up to 24 hours. So we start
good.
today, so maybe tomorrow by the end of the day.
Yeah, is it the same amount of tokens that the previous one? Kind of like an exact copy of what was done?
Sorry?
Is it the same amount of tokens that the V1, or is it like a...
Yes, it's like actually it was V2, so it's the same like V2. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Super. Perfect.
Yeah.
Cheers.
No worries.
Hello.
Hello.
I received my token, but I didn't receive my reflection. Is there an issue with that?
No, it's part of the process, and we're going to look at into this why it happened, but it's part of the process essentially.
Okay, thanks.
No worries. Any more questions, guys?
Any upcoming major events?
Yeah, so the upcoming major event is the launch of the NFT marketplace, Naftyart. and we are gonna put all the team and all the marketing efforts into this and getting as many content creators and as many sales and as many people there as in general.
Thank you.
Ooh, can you talk about the new deal Jeff Dillon just acquired with the photographer?
Maybe Jeff is here. You can talk about it.
Yeah, Jeff, here right now. Hi, how's everybody? So yeah, we just signed Michael Nin. Michael Nin is probably one of the most famous photographers, glam photographers in the adult industry, and he's got some really cool, amazing artwork too. And there's one piece that he had a relationship with Eddie Van Halen. So he's got some work that he did with Eddie Van Halen. And then especially since Eddie passed away, this work and the value of the work has skyrocketed. So he's agreed to come on Naftyart exclusively and put his work on there. So for us, this is a pretty big deal because that should really generate and command some high ticket Naftyart prices. So we're very excited with that. Among him, I mean, we've been super busy. We signed Lexi Luna, who's a top adult star. We've also have a number of other studios coming on. We've got a big VR studio that we're bringing on right now. And then this week, we are announcing the mega star that I've been talking to you guys about. So we had a great conversation on Thursday. She's reviewing the contract with her agent and manager this weekend and Monday. So I believe we'll have an official announcement for her on, I want to say Tuesday, Wednesday, and I'll be able to make that announcement. So, but she has an amazing fan base and one of the top stars in the industry. So when I say mega stars, she's a mega star, and I'll explain to you why I think her audience is perfect for what we're doing.
Thanks
What
for
about
watching.
the power sale timeframe?
All right. I actually just wanted to piggyback on the gentleman's question regarding the reflections. So the reflections will come at a different time than the initial drop.
Not quite sure, to be honest. We'll check with the team and we'll make an announcement and update.
Okay.
But in general, what we did, as I said before, is we take the snapshot from BSC scan, and this is the process of doing the migration. And every migration ever for any token, it's done in a similar fashion.
Right. I just know it's just different from, whatever your last purchase was, right? Like if you made a purchase recently, then it'll accumulate your reflections. But if you never took reflections, then it's not going to show in BSC.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we'll just wait and see what happens. But yeah, I'd hate to lose any reflections. I'm sure others would too.
No, I agree, Tim.
I
We will figure out a process how to resolve those issues. But in the meantime, let us think of a solution, and when we are ready with something, we will announce it.
Gotcha.
Any more questions, guys?
Hi, I have a question of sorts, if that's okay.
Of course.
I was just wondering if you had any plans to reach out to plus size performers and content creators, or if it was sort of something that you were trying to avoid, because we haven't really seen any like plus size or fat ambassadors yet.
No, we have actually.
Yeah,
For example,
if I could jump in here. So I've actually been talking to a few since the beginning, and we're bringing them on very shortly. So we've got Corey Siren I've been talking to, Samantha 38 Double G. So it's definitely these. I think one of the things that we pride ourselves in, if you look at us compared to a lot of the other companies similar to token companies out there is we've got an extremely diverse group of models. So we've got Dante Cole coming on, who is #2 male star on Pornhub. And he's performed gay, trans, straight movies. Like I said, we've talked to a number of the BBD stars. We're also talking to a number of different trans performers. So, when you look at a lot of the other projects, they typically kind of bring the white, skinny, model type in versus us. Naftyart is a community platform for everybody in all types, change, sizes, sexualities. So I think we definitely pride ourselves in bringing that diverse model group on board. So definitely thank you for bringing that again to the forefront. But yeah, definitely it's not something that we've overlooked, and it's something that these conversations are currently in place.
Yeah, and
Thank
if we
you.
need
Thank
more
you.
diverse, if we need more diversity too, we could always just feed some of them a lot more, right? It was a joke.
Exactly.
I have another
Poor joke.
question. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Loud
Okay.
and clear.
So my question is it possible that you will have some sort of specific events only for token holders? Something like that, like special ones?
What do you mean by events? Like shootings, or what? How do you classify an event?
No. So no, not those ones, not these ones. So there is a cryptocurrency. I don't remember the name. So they have like some sort of specific special events for token holders. I don't know what they do in there, but this is my question. My
Well,
question is,
we can for sure. It's something that we can explore, that we can do. The problem is that we are split all around the world. So literally, the team we have in three continents, 5 countries, etc. So it's not going to be organized very easily.
We do have some, there has been some talks of really associating events, both physical and digital events, with the purchase of a lot of the Naftyart. So we're trying to gamify a lot of the Naftyart. So we'll have a whole series of different cards, and if you purchase certain cards and you're part of this project, then you'll have access. So for example, a digital event would be a digital access to a Michael Nin chat series. He's a great storyteller, right? And so you are one of the few that purchase his artwork on Naftyart, then you automatically, with your Nafty tokens, you come in, you'll have access to this exclusive Michael Nin chat. We're also talking about doing some AVN award show giveaways. So you purchase some of the stars that get nominated for an AVN award, and then now you come into have the ability to attend the AVN awards with the Nafty team. We have a VIP table up front, and you'll have access to that. So we really want to create this whole gamification of Naftyart, and allows kind of collectors kind of like, hey, I want to trade, and that will enable me to be eligible for this digital event or physical event. So I think that is coming in the near future, and that will really add a lot of value to our Naftyart holders and collectors to kind of get this extra value, both digitally and physical events as well.
oh, okay, I get it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Hey, Jeff.
Hey.
Yeah, I saw you mention something about Paris Hilton. You have any update on that?
So we're just, I've got a good relationship with the guy, Evan, who has the rights, and then Rick Solomon. He's the guy that was in the video with Paris Hilton. So we're just kind of working out the details on the contract there. So, and the ideas would be for us to get a little bit of additional footage that was never really seen in the original release of that video. So it's just a contract negotiations. We're talking to the right people. I've also in talks with Vivid, who owns the right to the Kim Kardashian, the Tila Tequila. I don't know if that's that interesting, but she gets behind it. That becomes a little bit more interesting, and the Farrah Abraham sex tape too. So these are very interesting conversations that we're involved in. But I think the Paris Hilton one is I've got a really good relationship there, so we're on the final stages of kind of figuring out what this deal looks like, but also because Paris Hilton is very active in the NFT market. So, so I'm sure she'll probably make a little bit of squawk about it, but that will therefore drive the price of the Paris Hilton sex tape.
Oh yeah.
Up. Yeah, so she kind of makes a little bit of a stink about it, then that's a little bit to our blessing. Or maybe she gets behind it because, I mean, a lot of people don't realize, even though, it was kind of played off as this leaked sex tape out there. Paris Hilton signed off on this. So she, signed the rights. She signed her model documents. She knew it was already out there. And so she's like, the guy who kind of originally brokered the whole deal was like, hey, it's out there. It's leaked, let's kind of commercialize it. And therefore she signed the model releases for it. The same thing with Kim Kardashian. Everybody in the adult industry likes to play like these are these big leak sex tapes, but once they go for this commercial sale, they've signed on. And the funny thing about the whole Kim Kardashian thing is that's what's really made the whole Kardashians. And she saw, because she was friends with Paris at the time, and she saw what that did to Paris's career, right? And all of a sudden, it's like Paris became this big mega superstar, and then Kim Kardashian played the exact same role. She's like, all right, let me do this fake sex tape release, play the victim, right? And now look at it. I think we're watching Kardashians everywhere. Khloe, Kylie has got like the $1 billion company, so it's interesting how these fake spoofed sex tapes have catapulted these two socialites into the celebrity status and their families as well. So if we can land the Paris Hilton sex tape, I definitely think we're talking a 6-figure, maybe even 7-figure transaction on Naftyart. So I mean, I know these will be extremely good for us in the community.
Hi guys, I've another question. Do you is Naftyart just a place for adult content, or is there sort of a place for non-adult content on there, do you think?
Right now, currently, it's just for high-end erotic adult content. I mean, I think there's too many places already where you can sell alternative NFT content. So for us, what we've seen is a lot of people who have tried to sell their content on OpenSea have been getting shadow banned, and they don't really have a place for the content. So we're really creating this curated marketplace for specific stars initially out the gate to sell their content in the NFT space. But yes, the answer to your question is it's just mainly for erotic content and adult content.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
George, quick question. The tokens that we have on V2, what do we actually do with them?
Which ones? The old Nafty?
Yes, the old Nafty.
You can keep them for memory. Or no. If there is need, maybe we can ask you to send them to a team wallet if we need to drain more liquidity out.
Done.
But probably not.
Thanks.
Okay. Any more questions, guys?
Hey, Jeff. George, you listen?
Hello.
Yeah, I just want to say thanks you for the amazing work you guys been done. You're amazing at communication, and I believe that's one of the keys to success. I really believe in this project. I've seen the vision. I believe Nafty is going to be ahead on its game, and it's just a matter of time. So thank you all for being fast, making a difference in this industry. I'm not into it. I just came. How to say? I just grabbed the chance as a new in crypto, and then I just realized the potential of Nafty in this industry. I believe we're doing great, and we're gonna succeed.
Thank you very
That's
much
it.
for that.
Thanks
Okay.
for having me.
Thank you very much.
Okay, guys. I think if there are no more questions, you can still DM me. I have few pending requests that I need to answer now, and we can wrap this up, and then we can make maybe an AMA session tomorrow as well, or the day after tomorrow, before we resume trading. And yeah, thank you very much for being part of Nafty.
Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you for your answers.
Thank you, George.
Bye.
Thank you, guys. Have a good night.
Good night.
You
Bye.
too.
Adios from Croatia. Bye.